this. And one thing I said is like, hormone replacement therapy. Obviously, as you get older, the decline in hormones happen. And at that point, you don't want to go down that sliding slope per se. You want to, get after it or get before it, I guess. Get to it before it comes to that point. So, as we do our vehicles or our house or business or anything else out there, we maintain it, right? Maintenance is done. But maintenance is not done on us and our bodies every day. Like, there are people out there that don't really take care of themselves. Thank you guys for all joining me. And I don't know what happened, so we got a little stuck, and so we just reshot over here. Everybody, it looks like there's joining in again. I think we're at 138 on Instagram. What's going on? All right, so Saint said, oh, yeah, trying to shrink down. I'm 22, 5'10", and weigh 215. I want to go down to 170. All right, Saint, no problem. So obviously the first things I always tell people, and I'm sure people have told you this if you want to do it, is nutrition. Don't think of it as a diet. Think of it as nutrition, what your body needs to really fuel to get to your goal of what you're trying to achieve. Activity. That's the next one. Sleep and water. If you get those are 4 pillars, right? Start off with those 4. And then at that point, listen, if you're 22 years old, I don't think you have any hormone problems, right? But there are different medications out there that can help you get down to this weight. And we have a whole bunch of different options. And it really does correlate with what your medical history is. If you're really healthy and you can take anything, we've got some amazing, amazing therapies that will help you get down to this. And some pretty quickly. I mean, you're talking about maybe 45 pounds. We have some patients that have lost, 50, 60 pounds within like 6 months. So at that point, this could be achieved very good. I take Tylenol 3 capsules a day. So that probably might not be the best. I would look into, like I said, our semaglutide, our tirzepatide, or ECA Stack Plus. Jedi on Fire, what's going on? Andre, Nicholas, Rodriguez, what's going on? Everybody join in. Shoot those questions off. Nick Castellano, what's going on? How you doing, Nick? Hope all is well. And Caden Methel, have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. All right, so when we talked about this, like I said, preventative medicine. So that's what everybody should be looking into to prevent, the decline in their body, to make sure that they're optimal and they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. All right. All right, next one. Let's talk about one more on here with you guys. Let's talk about testosterone. So I get the question all the time about GHRH peptides or peptides in general. And I get the questions about what is the best growth hormone releasing peptide on the market. And I get this question a lot, and there's a lot of different options out there as far as peptides go. When we talk about a couple of them, Semorelin's like one of the oldest ones. Then we talk about CDC 1295, Ipamorelin, right? And then we talk about MK677, and then testosterone. So I think obviously testosterone is the best one on the market. Jedi on Fire, what's going on, brother? Hope all is well. But the reason I think this, is because one, it stimulates your growth hormone. So at that point, it kicks on your pituitary to stimulate your own natural growth hormone, bumping up the IGF-1 levels. And 2, this is where it really dominates over everything else. It actually targets visceral fat. So there's no other drug on the market that does that, and that is one that it really does. So at that point, when you have those things working together like that, I mean, you're going to get some great effects. Tom Dalhalride, order my AOD 9604. When is best to take it? That's a good question. Really good question. So AOD 9604 would be the best time to take it. Would probably be in the morning. And it's going to be in the morning, like 45 minutes before you intake any food. So you want to take that on an empty stomach. So first thing in the morning, that's what I would do before you go to the bathroom, or maybe after you go to the bathroom. Before you shower, before you eat breakfast, before you get dressed and all that. Boom, take it. Now you're on your way to start your day. You've already accomplished that goal. Now you're on to accomplish even more goals. So that would probably definitely be the best time to take it, to get the most effectiveness out of it, for sure. Thanks for this live. I appreciate that. So informative to have. Gracias. We appreciate you. Thank you for joining us. And now we're going to TikTok real quick. Built by Lucifer. How do you lower total estrogen serum when estradiol is in range? So when you take like an estrogen blocker, usually like an aromatase inhibitor like an anastrozole, usually that will lower some total estrogens, but specifically goes after estradiol. For a guy, you really don't have to worry about total estrogens. That's more of a female test that we would look at. You really need to look at estradiol. That one specifically for water retention, irritability, sensitivity, like that is one of the main ones to look at. So I would try to not even worry about total estrogen and make sure you have your estradiol in range. Okay? DFW Credit Solutions. And please, guys, share your questions or responses and let's talk. 46 years old. Sorry about that. 46 years old, 6'2", 245, looking to shred body fat and build muscle. Aside from nutrition, is there anything else I can do? I have some visceral fat. So boom. Testosterone is what I just talked about. And testosterone is a GHRH peptide. It's an injectable. It's going to raise growth hormone levels. It's going to help build lean muscle. It's going to help shred body fat. And it targets visceral fat. What you said, you have some visceral fat. So this is right where you need to be at. I think this would work very well. Now, listen, the other thing I would say is make sure you're doing a blood test to see where your other hormones are at. Because if you're having visceral fat and you're shredded all over per se, there might be some estrogen issues or hormone issues that are going on. And that could be a very easy fix. And it could help you reach your goal probably a lot quicker. So that would be one thing that I would probably recommend to everybody out there. Blood work is never a bad decision. You can see what's going on. Don't be scared of blood work. And make sure that you're getting it routinely, every 3-6 months. I mean, latest a year, but at that point, a lot of things can happen within a year. Even a lot of things can happen within 6 months. And 3 months is a good thing because a lot of things change on the average, like a hemoglobin A1C would change with 3 months. But, at that point, make sure you're looking at these things and keep a copy for yourself. Even if you get a blood test through a doctor, through us, whoever it is, get a copy for your own records, keep it in a folder. The reason that I say this is that, when you go to a new doctor, or let's say you go to a hospital for a problem, whatever it is, they're going to triage you and they're going to start asking you questions about your medical history, what you've been through, what's happened to you, all these different things. If you come in and you have a folder of your blood tests and it shows trends over time or where's things at, they can literally maybe depict or see what's going on a lot faster or come to a conclusion of how to help you better. So it's always a great thing to do this. Where can I buy all that you wear? You can buy it at tightmedicalcenter.com. Definitely, 100%. John, I have some questions for you. Brandon B. Harper Lee, please shoot them out to me. Built by Lucifer said, I had gyno symptoms, did blood work. Estradiol was 19, a total 180. Wow. And are you on an aromatase inhibitor? Built by Lucifer, please let me know that. I mean, because when you look at aromatase inhibitors, right, you really look at some of the main ones. And anastrozole is the most commonly used one. Now, if you're having gyno symptoms or flare-ups, were you taking the blocker enough, at that point? Because, at 19, listen, I wouldn't say go any lower. Obviously, you don't want your estradiol to crash either. So at that point, got to look at some different things here. Yes, but apparently wasn't doing enough with testing. That's why. This is why. So if you were just doing testosterone, I think you'd be all right. I think with the D-ball, you're going to get the gyno symptoms that you're talking about. Water retention, maybe puffiness in the nipples. This could happen for sure, 100%. So, maybe that was the effect. The aromatase inhibitor is going to be key, though, 100%. And we talk about them, like I said, the first aromatase inhibitor ever was tamoxifen, right? And tamoxifen is great because it targets just the breast receptors, but it doesn't touch all the other estrogens in the body. So estradiol really doesn't get put down, and you still get the puffiness, water retention, and all those negative side effects. So tamoxifen was used, and anastrozole, which is the most common one. And then we talk about suicide aromatase inhibitors, AIs. So we talk about letrozole, which completely just disintegrates it, right? And then aromacin. So aromacin is the other one, and that's, it's supposed to be a little bit better for free testosterone and stuff like that. I see some people do well on it, some people that really don't. So it just really all depends on the person too as well. How often should you do blood work? 3 months? So I would say every 3 to 6 months. That would be the best thing to do. If you can get on that and be consistent with getting blood work, your body will tell you a tale through the year, and you can see if you have any issues, problems, or things that you need to change. Harper Lee, John, I was just prescribed through a doctor for Cypionate. He prescribed me 100 milliliters for 0.5 per week. Did he prescribe you 100 milligrams or 0.5 per week? 0.5. So I think it's 100 milligrams, what you're saying. Okay. So he prescribed 100 milligrams per week. Really not that much. It's really, really conservative. Jerry, you're welcome. But that's a really, really, really very conservative dose. With this, I don't know what your baseline reading was of testosterone, but, doing 100 milligrams, you might jump it up to about 600, 700, be nice. But it's going to go down real fast. So, at that point, that might not be enough. It might be enough for you. That's it was 240. So you were clinically deficient, right? Clinically deficient on a blood test. Now, why they didn't do 200 milligrams and split the dose in the week, Monday and Thursday, I don't know. Because usually that's what would be prescribed. But, if they want to be super conservative and that's the kind of provider they are, then they might start you this and they might only want to get you to 500 or 600. But for us here, if you're going to take the injection of testosterone, then why not get you to the optimal level of the range, which is like 900, right? If you're 900, man, then you're going to be bomb, right? I did 0.75 twice a week with you guys. See, that's a little bit different. So let's see how you react on it, I guess. I mean, it's worth a try. You already got it prescribed. Might as well try it and see, hey, listen, this might work for you, might not work for you. And if it doesn't, listen, you have different options. You know that. All right? All right, man, we got so many people on here. I appreciate all the love for you guys. The weekend shares are basically my favorite. I look forward to them. Thank you. I appreciate that, Eulander. I appreciate it a lot. We got our shows on there, our health and lifestyle show, the Titan Health Lifestyle Show on Sundays, and Cupid's Corner for you guys for social media. So if you guys are looking for something entertaining or something that might help out your relationship or get some good tips, if you're single, I would definitely tune into that. They're really, really good for sure, 100%. All right, guys, I think I'm going to close it down at this point. I'm going to make it real short and sweet. Actually, we got another question. If you guys keep asking questions, I'll keep answering. All right, so Harper Lee asked after that, do I need anti-estrogen? So does he need an aromatase inhibitor at 100 milligrams a week? The real answer is, truthfully, I don't know. You might not need one, but you might need one. If you aromatize very quickly, then at that point you might need one. But you're not going to need as much as when you were on 0.75 twice a week. So it might be a half a milligram once a week, might be a half a milligram twice a week, somewhere in there. But I'm not the prescriber, I'm not the doctor, so I don't want to tell you what to take. But at that point, you might want to look at it. What I would do is I would do like maybe 30 days in, right, on the 100 milligrams, and then blood test the estradiol and see where the free and total's at and where the estradiol's at. Run those two tests, and then at that point, you can see, and then you can adjust. Because if you're being consistent with the medication for that long, 30 days, those are going to be your numbers of where you're going to be at. So at that point, I would definitely look at it and say, all right, cool. Now with the 100 milligrams a week, if you take that 0.5 cc all in one shot, remember, by the end of the week, you're going to be feeling on the low end. So that's another thing that's a little bit different. When we would have you split the dose and be even keel, you're talking about shooting up, and then you're going to be working your way down the hill until your next shot. You're going to shoot up again and work your way down. It's kind of like a roller coaster going up and down, up and down. Fantastic. We appreciate that. JC Berg. Oh, what's going on? After a few months, I'll check with blood work. That is definitely the way to do it. Blood work for sure. I would say, like I said, 30 days. But if you want to check it a couple months, that'll work too. You can see exactly what's going on there. All right. You have a live 2 a week? Yes. So got a live here on Tuesdays with me. And then Friday, I do a live with one of my athletes, Big Drew, for Titan Lifestyle. We talk about lifestyle stuff, current events, questions and answers. We like to shoot that out. The more that we can answer for you guys, the more that we like to do. We bring up topics. We have topics in the back end to, try to talk about some stuff that might be entertaining or educational to you guys. But we really want to spread the information of what can help you here at Titan. That's what it's all about for sure. You're very, very welcome. You're very, very, very welcome. So remember, guys, Mother's Day blood work special going on all this week. If you have a mother, you have a friend that's a mother, you have a sister that's a mother, and you want to get a gift card or buy them blood work, you can do that. We do have gift cards. At that point, the Libido Enhancer special, buy 5, get your 6th one for free. And PT-141 is therapy of the week. So you will get a discount for that if you get that therapy too as well. So that's it. Harper Lee, I hope all is well with you, brother. See you soon, hopefully. Yeah. How am I today? I'm doing well, thank you. And I hope you're doing just as good, okay? Had Generation Iron in here. Did a lot of filming today, which was really, really cool. I can't wait to see what they put together. So I'm excited about that. I did a live with Michael Hearn today on his channel. We do Titans Talk at like 3 p.m. my time. So it was really good. Definitely good. Definitely a good day. So that is it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned something. And if there's something you guys want me to talk about, always, you can shoot it out to me and we'll go over it and talk about it. I appreciate you guys tuning in to Titan Talk Tuesdays with me, John, CEO and founder of Titan Medical Center. And I will be back next weekend for you guys, or next week, I should say. Or I'll see you guys Friday, too, if you guys tune in to Titan Lifestyle with me and Big Drew. Jerry, you're welcome, man. I appreciate it. And I'm here for you guys all day, every day. Coaching Rodney, is 0.09 a week of test good? I guess. I mean, is it 200 milligrams per ml? If so, yeah, that's a really good dose. That's a pretty strong dose as far as that goes. If it's a 200 milligram per ml vial, that's almost 200 milligrams, right? If it's 0.9. So you're probably getting like 190 milligrams out of that. It should be very good for you. That should definitely get you up. Johnny Gonzalez over on TikTok said PT-141 is a game changer. Yes, it is definitely a game changer. Oh, so 300 milligram per ml. All right. So at that point, 0.9 is definitely a good dose for sure, 100%. Yeah, PT-141, I can't talk good enough about it, guys. If you have a partner, you have your wife, whatever, and she's not giving it to you, and you think there needs to be a change, PT-141 can probably definitely change the game or definitely change her mind. Guys, too, the exact same thing works. So at that point, if you're looking to really step up the game or have the game stepped up for you and your partner in the bedroom, PT-141 is definitely a game changer for sure, guys. Look into it. Any events Titans hosting soon? Absolutely. So we have a golf tournament. And if you give me 1 second, I will look up the date for you because I don't know what it is offhand. It is June 15th, 2024. And it is going to be at the Nines Eagle Golf Tournament. It'll be at the Eagles Golf. It's over in Odessa area. And then after that, we have Tampa Bay Fashion Week, which is the 12th and 13th. It's been awesome. Going to get to show and rock out all the new Titan swimwear, a.k.a. bikinis, one piece for you females, and a couple different versions of some shorts for some guys. And then some of our new active wear too as well, which I think you ladies are going to love. Guys, I got you guys some cool stuff coming too as well. Wouldn't forget about you. So those are the events. The DH Ha Kind. Oh yes, the 100. Appreciate that. Crohn's Kennedy. What's the threshold level to get prescribed for TRT 400 nanograms per DL? So was your natural level 400? Because if we're talking about 400 milligrams per ml, that's probably not. But if you're at 400 nanograms per decilite, at that point, if that was your original reading, you can definitely get prescribed testosterone through Titan Medical Center as long as all your health and everything's good there. 400 is kind of low, right? That's on the lower end of the scale. People usually have symptoms at that point and that number, and we want to fix that too as well. Johnny Gonzalez, I've been using it for 3 months. You guys got to try it. That's all right. RAR said 320. That's low, right? That's very low for sure, 100%. And Newbeck said, can't wait to meet your team soon. I can't wait to meet you too. That's going to be awesome. Corner Kenny, my natural level is 423. So, yeah, I guarantee you're probably feeling symptoms. You're getting symptoms from this, issues, whether it might be libido, might be energy, might be brain fog, body not responding, sleep patterns off. All these different things could be happening. So at that point, that is something that you might want to get checked out or get help with. And Titan Medical Center can help you if you're looking for it. We service nationwide, guys. So wherever you guys are at, we can help you guys. Lauren said, please continue to inspire. I appreciate that, and I try every day for you guys. Anything I could possibly do, I try for our patients and to make Titan Medical Center the best it is, for sure. All right, guys, I think that's it. We are done. I think there's no more questions coming up. All right. So, guys, I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys next Tuesday for Titan Talk Tuesday with me, John CEO.